Is this your first time entering Chapter 12? Have you felt overwhelmed by the sheer number of aircraft? Do you want to know how to build your fleet for these stages? Hello and welcome. This is Neldrin, and in this video, I'll guide you on how to prepare, build your fleet effectively, and provide some tips for stages 12 and 13. Unlike previous stages, chapters 12 and 13 present moderate difficulty levels. While they used to be the most challenging stages 4 years ago, the introduction of numerous ships over the years has made them much easier and more manageable. So, what makes these stages special? Firstly, they are heavily focused on aircraft, making ships with good anti-air capabilities a priority for your fleet. Secondly, there are no suicide boats, making triple carriers more efficient. Airspace control holds greater significance in these chapters, emphasizing the importance of equipping carriers with stronger aircraft and higher rarity. With this information, you can no longer replicate your strategies from previous stages, where you could include any ships in your fleet. Let's discuss the preparation required before entering these stages. Firstly, it's essential to complete some ships in your shipyard. Ships like Neptune, Cheshire, Seattle, Mainz, and Drake will prove invaluable in completing these stages. Ensure you also complete their development, as otherwise, they'll be weak in combat. Secondly, level up your fleet to at least 120. While Chapter 12 has lower level requirements and is relatively easier, you may find Chapter 13 challenging with lower level ships. You can aim to complete up to 12-4 and use it as a checkpoint if Chapter 13 proves difficult. This stage is ideal for farming coins and allows for more forgiving fleet compositions once you reduce its threat level to safe. Otherwise, you can return to 11-1 to farm for EXP points. Begin by prioritizing the leveling up of carriers and light cruisers. Some light cruisers can serve as tanks, such as Neptune, Noshiro, and Kaibyshev. Additionally, tanks with good anti-air capabilities, such as Cheshire and Guam, are beneficial. You'll also need decent anti-air gears. You don't necessarily need to farm an Operation Siren to obtain the Rainbow anti-air gun, as it's not essential yet, and many players successfully navigate these stages without relying on them. Instead, aim to acquire at least 6 to 8 copies of the Roomba gun, as it offers a balanced combination of damage, range, and reload speed. Of course, the number one on the list is San Diego. We all know the meme, and how strong her anti-air. No further explanation needed. Next up is Independence. Her retrofit is essential for unlocking her full potential. Her skill is undeniably powerful. This skill was also what made Casablanca a strong contender among SSR despite being a rare rarity ship in the past. While not mandatory, bringing a Cleveland-class ship provides a significant stat boost to Independence. My top picks are Montpelier and Birmingham. Montpelier offers a balanced offense and defense buff for the Vanguard, while Birmingham consistently delivers offense, particularly effective in stages heavy in aircraft, where her skill triggers frequently. Although Cleveland boasts strength, her skill is somewhat inconsistent, despite its potency. However, among the trio, she's the guaranteed choice. Isuzu emerges as a strong cruiser for these chapters once retrofitted. With a robust anti-air stat and efficiency, equipping her with a Sakura Empire main gun enhances her survivability. The Dido class of the Royal Navy stands out as excellent contenders and must-haves in your fleet. Scylla, Charybdis, and Sirius are my top picks among them. While I may sound biased toward the Royal Navy, the Centaur and Illustrious classes are powerhouses as well, offering a well-rounded balance of offense, defense, and utility. My top picks are Formidable, Illustrious, and Indomitable. An honorable mention to Centaur and Albion. Last but certainly not least, the Essex class of the Eagle Union reigns as the absolute force if you seek domination in these chapters. Essex, Ticonderoga, and Intrepid are my top picks. Of course, Enterprise shouldn't be forgotten. For gear, prioritize equipping higher rarity planes, especially fighters, as they significantly contribute to the ACV stat. Wyverns are also a good choice as they can intercept enemy aircraft. While they are strong planes with useful features, you can still complete these stages without them. For destroyer guns, equip the ones with the highest AA stat unless you have ships that require higher reload for their skills. When it comes to anti-air guns, there are two main types: accelerator guns and damage guns. The mechanics of AA guns can be complex, involving factors like damage, range, and reload. To avoid overcomplicating things and causing unnecessary stress, here's a simplified approach. The accelerator guns have high reload with low to medium damage. They are best for ships with low AA stats, such as most destroyers, battleships, and heavy cruisers. The damage guns have medium to high damage but poor reload. They are best for ships with high AA stats, such as light carriers and light cruisers. Some special anti-air guns can serve as stat sticks, but they generally fall into the two categories mentioned. Since this guide recommends many high AA stat ships, Roomba guns are an easy-to-farm option for AA guns. Before we continue, here's a quick reminder to hit the like and subscribe button if you want more guides like this. And comment down below, how's your collection so far? For me, aside from event-limited ships, I'm just lacking 3 ships and some retrofit to complete. But the last one is probably the hardest to get, as the light construction pool is too stacked to get this ship. Anyway, back to the guide. Now that you're properly prepared, it's time to showcase some fleet setups to give you an idea or perhaps even provide a template for a fleet that can be used in these chapters. In this example, as some of you already notice, I'm a
person who is an extremely devoted and enthusiastic fan of Royal Navy faction.
Here is my mob fleet composition. Unicorn is a no-brainer choice for support and healing, while Illustrious provides additional survivability, and Formidable brings significant damage to the table. Neptune serves as the Vanguard's tank, with her blue skill synergizing well with Unicorn's healing and reload abilities, making her both durable and capable of dealing significant damage. Sirius functions as a valuable support with synergy to your carriers, while the idle version of Dido excels as a strong anti-airship. In this setup, you have the flexibility to replace Formidable and Illustrious with any carriers mentioned in the previous chapter of this video. Ensure that your carriers include fighter planes in their gears to assist your cruisers in intercepting enemy planes. If you don't have the idle version of Dido, then San Diego or any ship from the Dido class can serve as a suitable replacement. You may also opt to include Independence and a Cleveland-class ship if you prefer. Just ensure Independence is retrofitted, otherwise, she may find herself in a weaker position. For the boss fleet, the goal is to create a dominating force. Therefore, Enterprise and 2 Essex-class carriers are included. Portland remains a solid tank choice, while Helena offers strong support due to her damage amplification. Reno provides robust anti-air defense. If you lack any ships from the Essex class, Saratoga or any Royal Navy ship mentioned earlier can serve as good alternatives. If you manage to obtain Shinana from the Pity system, she can be included in this fleet. When using Shinana, you can include Noshiro, Jinsu, Isuzu, or Sakawa in your fleet. This will activate Shinana's blue skill to improve her aviation and accuracy. On a full USS carrier fleet, Baltimore is an excellent choice as her yellow skill can be fully utilized. If you don't have Reno, Seattle or Bremerton can serve as good alternatives for an anti-air specialist. If San Diego is outside your mob fleet, she can also be included here. For the tanks in either the mob or boss fleet, Cheshire and Drake are excellent alternatives if my initial recommendations don't perform as expected. If you managed to obtain Guam from her event a few months ago, including her is a no-brainer. She is one of the best tanks available and boasts strong AA stats. Specifically for Stage 12-4, this map is ideal for farming coins due to its forgiving fleet requirements once you've reduced its threat level to safe. The fleet composition needed is easier to manage compared to what you'll need for Stage 13. You can run double or triple battleships, as long as you have strong cruisers capable of handling enemy planes. Similarly, you can include destroyers and heavy cruisers, compensating by bringing at least 2 carriers equipped with fighter planes or wyverns. This stage also gives more EXP compared to 11-1, but with more oil requirement per run. Lastly, remember to set your formation into circular defense. This will increase your anti-air by 20%. In Chapter 12, as mentioned earlier, 12-4 is an excellent stopping point for farming. Refer to the previous chapter for guidance on building your farming fleet for this stage. This is the best map to farm if you're stuck at a higher stage. It provides a good amount of coins and EXP, and it also drops Chokai, a heavy cruiser of the Takao class. In my opinion, she's the prettiest among her class, even more so than Atago. Additionally, this stage drops the DD gun that can be upgraded to rainbow rarity. Chapter 12 also features drops for Hiyu and Junyu. They are rare rarity carriers for your collection. In Chapter 13, Bunker Hill is the trophy you want to obtain for clearing 13-4. She only drops on the boss node. Dewey drops at stage 13-3. You can also farm for the Hellcat fighter and Belfast gun here. However, this stage has a high difficulty level and requires a well-composed fleet to complete successfully. But to summarize, stages 12 and 13 are heavily focused on aerial battle. Therefore, carriers and light cruisers are the priority ships in your fleet. Prepare by completing some PR ships, leveling up certain ships, and grinding some equipment. Some ships are made for these stages and I highly encourage you to use them. Certain gears are beneficial to have when clearing these stages. I hope that this guide is informative enough to help you clear chapters 12 and 13. If you have questions, feel free to comment it down below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow commanders to support my channel. You guys are awesome, and see you next time.